Archangel Michael crying loudly because you always ignore him. A shocking truth is revealed. This is about your house. Your house is in the eyes of. Open it immediately. Archangel Michael says, he cried for you, louder than thunder, yet you walk past the sound like it meant nothing. The heavens are not silent tonight. They are trembling because the home you live in is no longer just yours. There is an energy, a presence, a force, quietly marking every door, every wall, and every corner of your house. For weeks now, your house hath been under divine surveillance, but not by angels. There's a sinister eye that watches from afar and sometimes draws closer than your own shadow. Archangel Michael has stood guard on the edge of your roof, screaming to protect you, but your spirit did not listen. They saw your window open last night, and that was enough for them to act. The invisible door has cracked, not by your mistake, but by someone's intention. And that someone was close, so close they knew which key you used to unlock your gate at night. They are now targeting your house, not just the building but what it carries, your peace, your memories, and your purpose. Something inside your home is no longer protected by ordinary locks. The code has been broken. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The crying you sometimes hear in your sleep is not just from a dream. Archangel Michael had been wailing in spiritual pain because he was sent to guide you, and you left him unanswered. Every time you felt a sudden shiver, a sense that something wasn't right, that was him begging for your attention. There is someone with knowledge of sacred doors, of energy entry points. They have studied the blueprint of your house, not from paper, but from observation. They know which side of the wall your bed rests on, and how your curtains move in the night breeze. This truth is not to frighten you, it is to awaken you. There is a handprint on your wall, not made of flesh, but marked by energy. It came from a person who visited once and left more than footsteps. They left intent. And that intent is now crawling through your home's spiritual fibers. That's why electronics glitch. That's why the air feels heavier. That's why the mirror fogs even when there's no heat. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You need to listen now more than ever. Archangel Michael says this is not a warning. It's a final shout. The energies circling your home are not only human, and one of them bears the name you used to trust. Q visited recently. Q smiled. She looked at your photo frames. But she left a whisper, a curse spoken softly under her breath when you turned to get water. Since then, your home has not been the same. That's why you find yourself more tired. That's why your plants are drooping even with sunlight. That's why your favorite corner now feels cold. Archangel Michael says you must take action. Open every window at dawn and speak loudly that your home belongs to light, not to shadows. And as you do, feel his energy flow through your walls like rushing wind. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Someone nearby has sold a secret about your house. They passed along information that should have never been spoken. It was done for gain, for revenge, for control. Now that truth is being used against you. They know the exact time you usually leave. They even know about the broken lock you haven't fixed yet on the back door. This is not paranoia. It is reality painted with hidden intent. You might have noticed someone parking outside more often. The car changes, but the energy remains the same. That's the one they send to monitor your habits and schedule. Archangel Michael warned you through signs. The light that flickered when nothing was wrong. The sudden rush of wind in a closed room. The recurring number you kept seeing on your clock. All of it was divine code. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You've ignored too many signs for too long. That's why Archangel Michael cried, not in anger, but in heartbreak. He's the protector sent by realms you can't see, and he's been fighting for your space alone. Now, the time has come for you to fight too. Not with fists, but with awareness, with cleansing, with truth. The air in your home must be reset. That old item you've been keeping from someone who left in anger, it needs to go. That note you found under your pillow months ago, it was a setup. That strange dream you had about someone standing at your gate, it wasn't a dream. Heaven is watching your roof tonight, and below it, so are others. Archangel Michael is guarding the edges, but your permission is needed for him to fully step in. Type Amen to get blessing 111. There's a woman who's laughing about your house, laughing because she thinks she's fooled you. She pretended to admire your home, but inside she whispered curses into the cracks of your doorstep. Your house holds energy, and that energy has become distorted by false visitors. Not all guests bring blessings. Some bring invisible decay. That's why your finances feel stuck. That's why arguments rise for no reason. That's why your body feels restless even when your eyes are closed. Archangel Michael saw this before it happened. He tried to nudge you awake through your dreams, through your pets acting strange, through the way water spilled without cause. Type Amen to get blessing 777. It's not just the house they want. It's the destiny that lives inside it. The projects you were about to start, the happiness you were finally stepping into. These were felt by others, and they got jealous. This house was meant to be your place of rise, not fall. But someone is placing burdens at your threshold, spiritual stones made from envy and past grudges. You must cleanse it now, not later. Use light, salt, sound, and Archangel Michael's name. Say it with conviction. Here's a room that holds more heaviness than others. You know which one. It's the room where laughter used to echo, and now silence sits like a weight. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You're being called to rearrange everything. Change the direction of your bed. Move the items on your shelf. Remove the gift someone gave with fake warmth. They attach their emotions to it. Your protection will multiply the moment you act. But the first move must come from you. Archangel Michael is ready to seal your roof with holy fire, but you must unlock the final door with your will. Something will break tonight. Not you, but a curse. Something will end, not your peace, but their access. You have not lost your home. You've only misplaced your power within it. Reclaim it now, with every breath, with every step. Type Amen to get blessing 808. There's still time, but not much. The eye watching your house is getting closer, and if not stopped, will enter in forms you won't recognize. They might come as helpers. They might smile as friends. But the spirit behind them carries deception. Michael has seen this before in others' lives. When people ignored the signs, they lost everything they built. But you still have a choice. That door can remain sealed to darkness, but it must be claimed through action and spiritual alignment. Do not wait for another scream from the angel. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says you must speak now. Walk into every corner of your home and say, "My house is sealed by divine authority." Say it even if your voice shakes. Say it until your space feels lighter. Light a flame, not just a candle, but your inner fire. That's the light the enemy cannot duplicate. It's time for boundaries, not just in walls, but in relationships. Someone too close to you has spoken your house's energy to someone they shouldn't have. And that's how the eye was drawn. That's how the first seed of trouble was planted. Through a simple conversation. Type Amen to get blessing 121 tonight. Leave no room unchecked. Touch every door. Speak into every corner. Thank Archangel Michael, not just for protection but for warning you before it's too late. The next 7 days are crucial. You must not allow certain people in, not even for tea, not even for 5 minutes. The same way one fly can spoil a feast, one bad spirit can stain a home. You are not alone. You were never alone. The divine has always been around you, waiting for you to notice the tears of your protector. Archangel Michael stands now, sword raised, eyes burning, waiting for your voice to join his. Type Amen to get blessing 313 if you wish to express your support further. You have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Let your house be flooded with divine light. Let no eye of malice rest upon it again. Let the chains of confusion, sickness, and delay be broken. This is your sanctuary. This is your realm. And it will no longer be the stage for anyone else's secret agenda. From this moment on, your house shall be guarded by legions, and your heart shall be at peace. Because now, finally, you have listened. Archangel Michael says, the moment you acknowledged his cry, a barrier of light began to form around your house. The shadows that once lingered near your door are now retreating, hissing at the divine fire that has started to burn. But this fire needs to be fed with your belief, your declaration, and your unwavering stand. Go to the room where the energy feels thickest, and open the windows wide. Speak out loud that no energy of jealousy, harm, or betrayal has permission to exist within your home. Say it boldly, and watch how the atmosphere begins to shift. There's a scent that sometimes lingers without cause. It is not from your food or perfume. That scent is a trace left behind by a visitor who came with spiritual contamination. A woman walked in laughing but left a trail of chaos. This is the time to cleanse that moment. Get rid of the cushion she leaned on, or the gift she handed you. Even if it seems small, it carries something deeper than fabric and thread. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Your home is alive. It feels, breathes, and stores memory. And right now, it's been holding on to pain and confusion that isn't yours. It's time to let it go. Archangel Michael knows the full story. He saw her walk into your life pretending to support you, while in reality, she envied every piece of joy you had. The home you built with so much love became her target. She couldn't break you from the outside, so she tried to infect your space from within. And now, that presence sits like a silent fog, clinging to surfaces. That's why rest feels incomplete. That's why joy fades quickly. Archangel Michael is ready to blow that fog away, forever. But your voice must join his wind. Speak now. Clean now. Type Amen to get blessing 626. The things you ignored before must now become sacred rituals. Every day for the next 21 days, walk through your home and declare protection. Light something, a candle, incense, sacred oil, and let it carry your intention through the air. There are papers in your home that hold energy too. One of them, somewhere near your kitchen or desk, is tied to bad energy. A bill, a letter, a message. It came with hidden spiritual cords. Dispose of it. Burn it if needed. Bury it far from your house. Do not keep what carries darkness disguised in ink and paper. Your home is about to be rebirthed. It will no longer be a resting place for wandering shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Archangel Michael says this shift will also affect your relationships. Those who once felt comfortable visiting may start to avoid you. That's not rejection. It's revelation. They won't be able to stand your newly cleansed space, because your energy will expose their masks. Don't feel guilty for who leaves, feel grateful. The divine is realigning everything, including the way people treat your home. You will notice some start making excuses not to come around. They feel the shift. They know their intentions can't thrive in the new atmosphere. Your home is becoming a fortress, a lighthouse, and those in darkness can't sit in its glow. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The crying of Archangel Michael was not just sorrow. It was the final trumpet before divine correction. That's why things seemed to go wrong all at once. The fridge broke. The argument started. The silence felt eerie. It wasn't random. It was all connected. And now, that connection is being reversed. Your house will soon echo with laughter that's pure. Your windows will pull in breezes that heal. The same floor where you cried will now carry steps of celebration. But the transition requires a full release. Let go of the people, items, and memories that don't serve your peace. Especially the memory that repeats itself every time you walk past the hallway. Type Amen to get blessing 505. The blessing being prepared for your house is bigger than you expect. Archangel Michael says there's an opportunity coming that requires your home to be ready. Someone is about to visit with news, a contract, an invitation, an alliance. But they must walk into a house filled with peace, not confusion. This visit will be unannounced. You will know they're coming. But heaven does. And heaven is preparing your house as a stage for your next miracle. Do not allow the clutter of yesterday to block the light of tomorrow. Clean the corners. Bless the mirrors. Place something divine at your door. Crystals, holy water, anything aligned with your faith. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Archangel Michael says the doorbell will ring in a few days, and that sound will change everything. But before it rings, you must cleanse your threshold. There was a time you felt so in control of your home. Then slowly, chaos crept in. Unexplained sounds. Shifts in the air. Things breaking for no reason. That with the energy war manifesting in the physical. But now you are winning. Soon, a night will come when you'll sleep deeper than you have in months. That will be the night all residual darkness is removed. And you'll feel it. You'll wake with a weightless spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Someone is still watching from afar. They haven't stopped, but their power is weakening. The more you align your space with light, the harder it is for them to access it. They may try one last time. Don't open the door. Literally and spiritually. Watch who asks to just come in for a few minutes. Refuse every strange favor. Don't lend anything from your home right now, not even a chair. Everything you give away right now becomes a spiritual doorway. Be cautious. Be wise. Archangel Michael stands beside your front gate. He is holding back what wants to cross in. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You were chosen to live in that house. It wasn't a mistake. And its location isn't random. There's a ley line of power underneath it. An energetic line running beneath the earth. That's why people feel different when they visit. Some feel healed. Others feel uncomfortable. Archangel Michael says your home is on sacred ground. That's why it's been targeted. They want to pull your energy down so you don't realize what lies beneath your feet. Ancient power, ancestral strength, divine appointment. You are the guardian of that place. And now, it's time to guard it fiercely. Type Amen to get blessing 313. As you rise in spiritual awareness, your home will rise too. Watch how the cracks in the wall start sealing. Watch how the air becomes lighter. Watch how your plants suddenly bloom stronger. A home is a mirror of the soul, and your soul is being renewed. The light inside you is pouring into your walls. Soon, you will host divine gatherings in your space. Conversations will flow with wisdom. Music will echo with joy. Angels will walk room to room. But first, the final ritual must be done. Gratitude. Speak thanks to your home. Lay your hand on the wall and bless it. Feel how it responds. Type Amen to get blessing 606. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. This is your moment. This is your time. The one who ignored Archangel Michael before has now fully awakened. Your home will now become a gateway to higher living. Those who stepped on your peace will be blocked. Those who cursed you from afar will be silenced. Your home shall be remembered as a place where a new chapter began, where you claimed your space, where you listened, finally, to the cry of your divine protector. And from now on, no eye of destruction shall ever enter again. Archangel Michael says, now that your spirit has answered his cry, the transformation within your house is accelerating. The layers of energy that once held the walls hostage are peeling away like faded paint. A new essence is being written into the foundation of your dwelling. That echo you've been hearing at night, the distant knock, the random creak, the whisper in the hallway, those were never coincidences. They were warnings. Warnings from realms you tried to ignore because you feared they'd be real. But now you know the truth. Your house was marked, not for destruction but for redemption. It became a battleground between what was trying to invade and what has always been meant to protect. Type Amen to get blessing 114. The battle was never just physical. It was spiritual, emotional, ancestral. Some of the unrest you felt wasn't even from your own timeline. It came from old generational shadows that followed a name, not a face. And your house inherited some of that echo. But Archangel Michael says you've broken the chain. The ritual of awareness you started just by listening to this message has sent a ripple into the past. Your ancestors are watching from beyond the veil, relieved, proud, weeping with joy. They know you are the one they waited for. The one who would finally seal the energy leaks that let darkness walk through the walls uninvited. You are the gatekeeper now. Your house has now become more than a place to sleep. It's becoming your altar, your fortress, your kingdom. Type Amen to get blessing 212. There is one last object hidden in your house that needs to be removed. You'll know it when you touch it. It will feel colder than it should, heavier than expected. It was given to you out of fake kindness. It's not cursed, but it's saturated with sadness, jealousy, and invisible thorns. It was meant to drain your joy slowly, silently. That's why you felt drained for days after that person visited. It might be a book, a painting, a fabric, something small but spiritually sticky. Find it, remove it. Replace it with something sacred, something that sings when touched by light. Your home deserves to breathe fully again. Type Amen to get blessing 383 now. Archangel Michael places his hand over your rooftop. In the spiritual realm, there is lightning cracking across the sky, not from a storm, but from his command. He is marking your home with a sigil that no darkness can erase. The enemies watching your house will begin to grow frustrated. Your access has been revoked. Their plans have collapsed in silence. You'll notice them acting strangely, avoiding you, giving strange excuses, growing distant. That's not rejection. That's divine reaction. They cannot stand near what they cannot control. Archangel Michael says don't chase what walks away. Let it go. Your peace depends on it. Type Amen to get blessing 484 soon. Someone you least expect will confess a truth about your home. They'll say something in passing, thinking it's harmless, but to you, it will unlock clarity. You'll finally understand why everything happened. You'll realize who let the wrong person in, who opened the door with gossip, who smiled but carried resentment in their heart. Don't react in anger. React in silence, because their words are just confirmation of what Archangel Michael already told your soul. You'll see everything now, and with that vision, you'll be untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 575. The house you dwell in is a container of miracles waiting to be activated. But miracles don't dwell in chaos. They come when the atmosphere has been claimed with purpose. Begin to pray over every wall, not with fear, but with fire. Call every corner into alignment. Speak healing into the staircase, into the floorboards, into the ceiling beams. Even the smallest parts of your house respond to vibration. Play music that lifts. Speak only what builds. Watch how quickly the energy shifts. Archangel Michael says you're creating more than comfort. You're crafting a portal for divine blessings to enter. And very soon, they will. Type Amen to get blessing 959. There is still one person who has tried to spiritually monitor your home through envy. They do not visit, but they speak about you to others. They speak often. They exaggerate. They twist. That voice carries dark threads. And those threads wrap themselves around your door like invisible chains. But now, those threads are snapping. The more you stay in alignment, the more your home becomes a fortress of spiritual steel. Their words will turn to dust. Their plans will collapse under the weight of divine backlash. Archangel Michael has assigned not one, but 3 angels to walk your home's perimeter day and night. They cannot be seen, but they can be felt. Type Amen to get blessing 282. Somewhere near your front door, place a symbol of light, something that reminds you of who you are becoming. It can be a crystal, a sacred word, a blessed charm. Each time you look at it, remember this moment. Remember that you woke up. Remember that you honored Archangel Michael's cry. No longer will you be blind to subtle attacks. No longer will your home suffer in silence. You've entered a new realm of spiritual maturity, and your house reflects that change. Now, it's no longer a target, it's a sanctuary. Type Amen to get blessing 393. There will be a moment this week when you will hear a sound, a sudden knock, a wind through the closed window, a chime. That will be a divine sign that something has officially been released from your home. When it happens, don't be afraid. Smile. You'll know peace is returning. You'll feel it in your bones. That's the moment Archangel Michael's tears will turn to fire. The same cry that once mourned your ignorance will now roar with celebration. Your house will be declared safe in the heavens, and nothing formed against it will ever stand again. Type Amen to get blessing 747. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Tonight, rest with courage. Sleep like royalty, because now you know the truth. You are no longer the unaware one. You are the watcher, the protector, the chosen. Your house is under divine lock. And as Archangel Michael wipes his final tear, he smiles, because you finally listen. You finally opened your eyes. And now, your house will shine as it was always meant to. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Archangel Michael says, from the moment you made space for his voice, the vibration of your house shifted. The walls that once echoed with silent sorrow now hum with quiet strength. Each step you take within your space is now witnessed by divine light. The floor beneath you has absorbed your pain, your tears, your loneliness. But tonight, it receives a new imprint of clarity, protection, and elevation. You are walking on ground that is no longer fragile but fortified. Every window is now a spiritual lens. What once allowed harmful energy to slip through now reflects back all that does not belong. This house, your house, is entering its resurrection phase. The spirit of delay, misfortune, and emotional heaviness is being expelled as Michael stands at every entrance, sword drawn, voice thunderous in power. Type Amen to get blessing 224. You may have wondered why your house felt heavy at specific hours, early mornings, late at night. That heaviness wasn't your imagination. It was the remnants of words spoken in anger, betrayal, or bitterness. Some of those words were even spoken while you were asleep. Someone stayed over once and whispered venom into the air. That poison floated through your home's energy lines and lingered. But Archangel Michael says it ends now. Speak this into the air. I command all words not from light to dissolve. My home hears only blessings now. Repeat it as often as needed. Every word you speak becomes a spiritual broom sweeping away residue. Your house will start to breathe again. Type Amen to get blessing 663. Do not underestimate the power of what you've done by acknowledging this message. Many walk blindly into spiritual ambushes because they dismiss subtle signs. What not you, not him, or now. You know that the shadows you ignored were never just coincidences. They were warnings. And now, you've stepped into your role as the guardian of your own sacred space. You'll notice a shift in temperature in the coming days. Certain rooms will feel warmer, more welcoming. Others that once felt icy will begin to warm. That's your house realigning with divine balance. Keep windows cracked at sunrise. Let the morning light wash through. Light and sound are spiritual allies. Use them. Type Amen to get blessing 575. There's one person who's going to try and visit your house soon with a seemingly innocent reason. They may come with laughter, gifts, or even an apology. But Archangel Michael says, don't let them in. They carry more than words. They carry disruption masked as charm. Their plan is to release confusion into your space again. But this time, you are prepared. Yes, you're good. Even if they look familiar, listen to your body. Your heart will pound. Your skin may crawl. That's divine alarm. Heed it. Archangel Michael will be with you at that moment. And if you resist, a massive spiritual reward will be released over your house. Type Amen to get blessing 131. The coming full moon will amplify the energy within your walls. Be deliberate about what you allow into your home that night. Light white candles. Play soft music. Let the moonlight fall through your windows. That night will mark a sacred turning point. You'll either invite a season of peace or reopen the door to old spiritual chaos. Make the right choice. Clear your space. Remove expired food. Rearrange your furniture. Delete old photos that trigger pain. Every action you take is a declaration to heaven that you are serious. Your house is about to become a home of divine manifestation. Type Amen to get blessing 858. A hidden blessing is already on the way to your house. It will come in the form of something unexpected, an envelope, a phone call, or a package. But its arrival requires your house to be in harmony. Archangel Michael says, plead not just for the eyes, but for the spirit. Yes, the forgotten places. Clean under the bed. Open closet doors and speak blessings into the darkness. Say this, no secret shall hide in my house. Only truth and joy remain. That spoken word is a spiritual disinfectant. It will destroy what has lingered in secret corners, and in return, your house will reward you with new beginnings. Type Amen to get blessing 119. In the past, your house was a silent witness to your suffering. It saw you cry on the floor, argue in the hallway, collapse from exhaustion in your bed. But now it will become the stage for your rise. You will host joy again. You will laugh without weight again. You will sing and dance in that kitchen again. But do not forget this moment. The shift began when you listened to the cry of Archangel Michael. His pain was not just about your ignorance. It was about your potential being suffocated by unseen forces. Now he rejoices. He stands tall in every corner. He guards every entrance with light. Type Amen to get blessing 737. There is still a trace of that person who hurt you and left energy in your space. Their energy is faint but sticky. It clings to one specific area, maybe your living room or a corner shelf. That's where they spoke ill of you. That's where their silent judgment entered your home. That's the last spot that needs cleansing. Play salt in that area overnight. Speak truth into it. You'll feel the shift by morning. And after that, you'll notice something strange. Your home will smell different, not from perfume or food, but from freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 441 soon. Someone will say, your house feels different lately. They won't be able to explain why, but they'll feel it. That's your confirmation. That's how you'll know the transformation is complete. Not just felt by you, but seen by others. A comment is heaven's stamp. It means you succeeded. It means Archangel Michael's cry reached you in time. And now, your home becomes more than shelter. It becomes sacred ground, a portal of light, a gate to the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 369. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. From this day forward, walk through your house with pride. Not ego, but sacred authority. Know that every floorboard has been baptized by your willingness to listen. Archangel Michael is no longer crying. He is now guarding you with fierce joy. Your house is sealed. Your spirit is awakened. Your future is secured. And every enemy who once tried to bring chaos into your sacred space has officially been locked out by the hand of heaven. Drevu. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Archangel Michael says, the winds have shifted in your favor. The spiritual storm that hovered above your roof has finally lost its grip. Now, a divine wind is entering through every window, through every unseen crack, purifying every inch with invisible light. That faint ringing sound in your ears lately, that's not just pressure or stress. It's spiritual frequency changing inside your environment. It's the language of angels filling your air with protection and peace. You may begin to notice old thoughts falling away. You may no longer feel the pull of certain people or the urge to engage with toxic conversations. That's your house releasing every emotional attachment planted by those who meant you harm. It's a sacred detachment. And it's the proof that your home is no longer theirs to spiritually manipulate. Type Amen to get blessing 171. Look at your ceiling tonight. Really look. That spot you once noticed and ignored. It was marked by worry, by stress, by something you tried to forget. But now, look again. That mark is fading. Because the weight that once pressed down on your house has lifted. Because Archangel Michael swept through your space like a holy firestorm, burning away every invisible parasite feeding off your joy. That chill you felt last week, it wasn't just weather. It was a spirit leaving, and it knew its time was up. You didn't even have to fight. Your awareness was your weapon. And now the air around you knows your soul has reclaimed command. Type Amen to get blessing 929. There is one last test coming, but this time, you'll pass. It will come in the form of a phone call or message. Someone will try to stir your peace with drama or guilt, trying to pull you back into emotional loops. They want to visit Kaiwertsling, but their real goal is to plant confusion in your newly healed environment. Don't allow it. You don't owe everyone access to your sanctuary just because they knew the old version of you. Your house isn't just four walls. It's now a realm of spiritual royalty. Archangel Michael says, only those who honor your growth should be welcomed within. Type Amen to get blessing 606. The floor where you once collapsed in exhaustion will soon become the very place where you will dance in gratitude. That corner where you used to sit in silence will now host divine ideas. The same rooms that echoed with pain will now overflow with purpose. All of this was made possible the moment you chose to listen. The moment you honored the angel who wept for you. The moment you accepted that your home deserved more than just comfort. It deserved protection. Michael has stationed a watch over your roof, and it won't leave. That's why you'll begin to sleep deeper. That's why the nightmares will stop. That's why the chaos will no longer return. Your house is now under eternal divine watch. Type Amen to get blessing 202. You will soon be guided to rearrange your space, not out of boredom, but from inner alignment. Archangel Michael says this urge to shift things around is spiritual. It's heaven instructing you on how to reset the energetic flow in your home. Move the bed. Shift your mirrors. Change where your favorite chair sits. Even a small change will feel like a breakthrough. And when you do, watch how new blessings begin to enter your life faster. New calls, new opportunities, even forgotten debts being returned to you. Your environment is now fully aligned with your divine timeline. Type Amen to get blessing 282. Someone once said something hurtful in your house. They said it while pretending to joke, but their heart was serious. And that sentence lingered like smoke. It stayed in the air. It pressed into your walls. It embedded itself in your emotions. But today, that sentence has been removed. Today, the wind of Michael's voice shouted louder than the curse. And now your home is free from every subtle sabotage spoken in your absence. Let joy return without guilt. Let laughter be unfiltered. Let your home hear only what heaven approves from this day forward. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Soon, a stranger will cross paths with you and compliment your peace. They won't even know why they said it, but they'll feel it. That's the vibration your home is now radiating, carrying divine frequency even outside its walls. People will begin to ask you for advice, for comfort, for clarity. They'll be drawn to your light, and most of it will have started from the cleansing of your home. It is not just where you rest, it is where you rise. Not just where you live, but where you lunch. Everything has changed, and it's visible from the outside now. Type Amen to get blessing 333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Now close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Listen. What you're hearing isn't just silence. It's the sound of Archangel Michael's peace resting in your home. You made it. You crossed the storm. You paid attention. And now your house shall be known in the spiritual realm as untouchable, a fortress sealed with divine fire. And no one will take what is yours again. No one will step inside without permission from the throne of light. And no one will silence the angel who cries for your protection ever again. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Archangel Michael says, as the hours pass, your house begins to hum like a sacred song. The walls now speak, not in fear or silence, but in divine rhythm. They vibrate with the sound of your soul reclaiming its territory. There is a holy glow forming around the threshold of your front door. It may not be seen with human eyes, but the spiritual realm sees it clearly. Angels now gather outside your home like sentinels in formation, shoulder to shoulder. They do not sleep. They do not waver. They were sent in response to your awakening, because now your home is listed in heaven as protected property, and anyone who tries to cross into it with false energy will feel blocked, exposed, or strangely repelled without understanding why. Type Amen to get blessing 717. A dream will soon visit you, one unlike any other. In it, you will walk through your home and notice something or someone hiding in the shadows. Do not be afraid. This dream is a vision, a spiritual scan. It is showing you what's left to clean, what memory still clings to the air like dust. And when you wake, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll know which item to give away, which message to delete, which photograph to remove. This is not destruction. This is healing in its purest, rawest form. And after it's done, your home will never again house the ghosts of your old self. Archangel Michael says, the past must leave the premises for the future to fully enter. Type Amen to get blessing 144. A sacred stillness will soon flood your home, especially in the early morning hours. Don't rush through those moments. Sit in them. Listen. That stillness is not empty. It's the presence of holy peace returning after a long battle. The air will feel thicker with presence, not heavy with darkness, but full with divinity. The same presence that stood by prophets and warriors now stands in your kitchen, in your hallway, near your bed. Honor it with stillness. Say thank you out loud. Let the space know it is not taken for granted. Your house has survived what others lost themselves to. It has endured battles you weren't even aware of, and now it rejoices with you. Type Amen to get blessing 616. A letter or email you receive soon will mention your house, your space, or something connected to it. Pay attention. It might be subtle, but it will carry spiritual weight. It could be a bill being resolved, a contract being drawn up, a message about moving, improving, or investing. Whatever it is, it's not just paperwork. It's divine alignment in material form. Archangel Michael says you are now in a position to receive favor where you once experienced delay. What was blocked is now flowing. What was stagnant is now moving. And your home will be the physical witness to every upgrade. Type Amen to get blessing 343. Your dreams will become more vivid in the next 7 nights. That's not random. It's a spiritual downloading. Messages, instructions, confirmations, all pouring into you because your house has become a satellite of light. Do not dismiss even the strangest dream. Write it down. Look beyond the symbols. The angels are using your sacred space as a transmitter now. Your bedroom is a communication room between heaven and earth. Keep it clean. Keep it honored. No more sleeping with your phone under the pillow. No more falling asleep in distraction. Go to sleep now with intention. Your soul is being instructed while you rest. Type Amen to get blessing 585. You may start to hear faint footsteps or feel brief chills, not from fear, but from presence. Angels do not always appear in visions. Sometimes they make themselves known through a feeling. Archangel Michael walks through your home now as if he owns it, because he's claimed it for divine use. He's marking places you never thought sacred: the window, the rug, the candle you lit 3 nights ago. Every part of your home is now being woven into your divine story. It's no longer just the place where you eat or sleep. It is now the birthing ground of your next season. The level of miracles you are about to receive requires a sealed, sacred space. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Expect unexpected visitors, not just people, but divine energies. A friend may drop by with good news. A package may arrive early. A breeze may carry a feather into your room. These are not small things. They are signals from the heavens. Little touches of "we're here, we see you, it's working." One day soon, someone will sit in your home and say, "It feels so good in here." They won't know why, but you will. That's the moment you will smile inwardly and remember Archangel Michael's cry. You did ignore it this time. You opened the door. You changed the story. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Archangel Michael says, "This is no longer just about your house. It's about your destiny. Because your house was under spiritual attack, not because of its furniture or walls, but because of what you're meant to do inside it. What you're about to write. Who you're about to become. What will launch from those rooms. Your voice will rise from that house. Your story will reach others because of what was birthed in silence within that home. And the enemy knew it. That's why they sent confusion. But now that confusion is gone, your home is your headquarters for legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 411. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Tonight, say this out loud before you sleep. This house belongs to light. My walls carry purpose. My doors swing only for love and truth. No harm, no lie, no curse shall cross this line. I am the keeper. This is the gate. And my angel walks beside me. And when you say it, feel the shift. Watch the shadows then. Sense the stillness fall. You are no longer the one being attacked. You are the one heaven trusts to defend the space where miracles will be born. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Archangel Michael says, as night falls and your home settles into stillness, your soul is aligning with the very vibrations of heaven. This alignment isn't temporary. It's a permanent recalibration of what your space stands for. Your house is no longer just a shelter. It has now become a gateway between dimensions. There was once a time when darkness circled it like vultures, waiting for a moment of weakness. But now, they dare not approach. The fire that surrounds your walls is invisible to man, but blinding to every spirit of chaos, jealousy, or misfortune. You will begin to feel it in your body. The weight in your chest will lift. Your heartbeat will feel more balanced. The constant overthinking will silence. This is your reward for listening to what most ignore. The cry of the Archangel sent just for you. Type Amen to get blessing 434. In the next few days, a sign will appear on or near your house, perhaps in the form of nature, a bird, a butterfly, or even the way the light falls at a specific hour. When you see it, acknowledge it. That is your confirmation that the divine has officially taken over the grounds you walk on. Don't doubt it. Don't second guess what your spirit feels. When peace returns like a slow, powerful wave, trust it. Your steps through each room will feel lighter. The clutter in your mind will clear as the clutter in your space disappears. That is the energetic reflection at work. You were not only cleaning your home, you were decluttering your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Archangel Michael reminds you that the energy you allow through your door matters more than ever now. Every person who enters must now be held to spiritual standards. No more roasting chaos. No more entertaining gossip. Set boundaries with grace. Let your silence be your wall. If they carry drama, anger, jealousy, or manipulation, they cannot cross the new threshold. The rules have changed. The vibration has elevated. This is not you being rude. It's you being wise. You've been called to protect the home that will protect your future. Type Amen to get blessing 717 soon. Someone will feel uncomfortable in your house, not because of you, but because of what your house now represents. They will fidget. They'll try to leave quickly. They'll make an excuse. Let them go. They were not aligned with your new peace. Their discomfort is your proof that your spiritual work has worked. Archangel Michael says this space now emits such high frequency that anything dishonest cannot remain hidden within its walls. That's why conversations will become clear. That's why your own thoughts will feel more direct. The fog is gone. You can see again. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Start keeping a notebook or journal close by. The energy within your home is about to stir divine ideas. What used to be hard to write, say, or create will now flow with ease. Even your financial thoughts will shift. New ways to increase income, solve problems, or attract opportunities will come to you in stillness. The environment you've created is no longer hostile to manifestation. It is now a haven for multiplication. Archangel Michael says, every dollar you bring into this house from now on will carry more value, more spiritual purpose, more joy. Type Amen to get blessing 191. Your sleep will continue to deepen. Your dreams will begin to carry messages that feel more than symbolic. They will carry weight. Some dreams will warn. Others will reveal. But all of them will come from the light. Because no darkness remains in your dream portal. You've purged the entrance. No spirit of torment can slip through the cracks now. Your soul is shielded, your pillow is guarded, and your rest is finally sacred. Archangel Michael watches from your window as you sleep, and no intruder, spiritual or physical, will get past his sword. Type Amen to get blessing 525. Someone in your bloodline tried to create a blockage, perhaps unknowingly. They carried energy of fear, anger, or ancestral trauma, and they projected it into your space. But Archangel Michael says you've reversed it. That energy has now been returned to its source, not in revenge but in justice. The line is cleared. The echo is silenced. You are now the ancestor that future generations will thank. Your home is the turning point for your entire lineage. That's why the angel wept, not from pain, but from the power you've now unlocked. Type Amen to get blessing 393. You may feel the urge to buy something for your home, a new item, even if small. Don't ignore that urge. It's a sign that your house is asking for a symbol of celebration. It doesn't have to be expensive. Even a fresh plant, a new pillow, a sound bowl, or a simple painting will carry energy. It's not about the item, it's about what it represents. That you survived, that you've listened, that your home is now ready for beauty. Let that item be a reminder. Every time you see it, whisper thank you to the angel who cried to wake you up. Type Amen to get blessing 505. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your house is now anointed. Let that word sink in. Anointed. That means marked by heaven, protected by heaven, purposed by heaven. Every time you walk through your door, do so with gratitude. Speak love into your walls. Place your hands on the doorframe and declare, peace lives here. Purpose flows here. No weapon will ever enter here again. You are no longer the one who ignored Archangel Michael. You are the one who responded. And for that, Your house will never again be the same. Type Amen to get blessing 000. Archangel Michael says, the spiritual work you've done has now crossed into a new realm of reward. The protection over your house has become permanent, not just temporary. What was once fragile has now been fortified with divine certainty. The doors of your home are no longer just wood and metal, they are spiritual gates. And not every foot is allowed to pass through anymore. Those who come with hidden agendas will feel resistance, even before knocking. You may notice fewer calls from certain people. Some might even stop coming without any explanation. That's not coincidence, that's divine filtration. Heaven is sorting your environment to match your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Your home is now sending out a spiritual signal. That signal attracts alignment, blessings, support, genuine love, and repels sabotage, jealousy, and spiritual espionage. This is why clarity will come faster. This is why you'll sense deception sooner. No longer will you be caught off guard. No longer will you second-guess your gut. What once came to confuse you will now expose itself the moment it gets close. Archangel Michael has activated spiritual sensors within your house. You'll feel discomfort around certain people without knowing why. That's your signal. Trust it. Your home is now a vessel of discernment. Type Amen to get blessing 414. There is still one last echo that needs to be removed from your home. A memory that clings to a corner like dust. It's not visible, but it's felt. You'll sense it when you step into a certain room and suddenly feel off. It's the final emotional print of a painful moment you tried to suppress. A betrayal. An argument. A breakdown. Archangel Michael says it's time to release it. Don't relive the memory, release it. Stand in that space, take a deep breath, and say, this space is no longer a monument to my pain. It is a temple of my purpose. Watch how the air shifts. Watch how the energy clears. Type Amen to get blessing 616. A divine appointment is on its way to your home. Someone you meet in the coming days will be destined to visit you. This visit won't be casual. It will be timed by heaven. They may not say much, but they'll leave something behind. An idea, a message, a blessing. Your job is to be ready. Keep your space in spiritual order. Keep your energy light and your intentions pure. That visitor is coming not just to visit you, but to encounter your atmosphere. And what your home holds now is sacred ground. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Archangel Michael says, a spiritual exchange is about to occur within your walls. Something you've long been praying for will be released. But something you must let go of will be taken. This may come as a sudden urge to throw something away, disconnect from someone, or walk away from an idea. When it comes, don't hesitate. This is heaven's way of making room. You can't receive what you're meant for if your space is still filled with what hurt you. Let go. Bless it. Move on. Your house must stay clear for the divine exchange to happen smoothly. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You may begin to speak more confidently in your own home. Not because someone's watching, but because the spiritual fog has lifted. Your voice is being restored, and your words now carry power. Speak over your home daily. This is my sanctuary. Every corner responds to truth. Every shadow is dissolved in light. Every word I speak will echo through the walls with purpose. Archangel Michael says your words are now keys, and every sentence you speak opens a new door. Your home is not just listening, it is responding. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Someone who once tried to curse your home will soon face consequences, not because you retaliated, but because heaven defended what was sacred. You won't need revenge. You won't need confrontation. You'll simply hear or see that something shifted in their life. That's not your burden. That's divine balance restoring itself. Let that serve as proof that your home is no longer accessible to darkness. And let that free you from carrying the weight of betrayal. Justice is no longer your job. Truth is already working for you. Type Amen to get blessing 171. A door in your house will become the portal of prophetic flow. You may be drawn to stand there, to pause before stepping through, to close your eyes in that frame. Don't ignore it. The doorway has absorbed your spiritual growth. It has heard your declarations. It has felt your transformation. Now it has become more than structure, it's become a threshold of elevation. Archangel Michael stands at that door now, marking it with light, and from this day forward, no one shall pass through it and leave unchanged. Type Amen to get blessing 303. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Let this be your final word to your house tonight. I have listened. I have honored. I have obeyed the divine cry. This space is now aligned. This house is now protected. And my future begins from these floors upward. And as you speak it, may the walls of your home echo it back in silence. No longer shall you live in fear. No longer shall your angel weep. And now, Archangel Michael smiles, because your house has become a dwelling of light. Type Amen to get blessing 000.